Hey team, we are live. Tuesday night. I realise I might have put a few of you, well, not put a few of you off. I might have confused a few of you simply because New Zealand, we went through daylight savings last weekend. The weekend just gone. So just gone. The one before that. Sometime we had daylight savings. So, if you were tuning in, I'm not sure whether it would have been an hour ago or an hour later, then that may have been what happens. You're here, love it. Hey, oh, Ken Simon, thanks for your messages as well. I was just having a read through, and cool. You've done the first gig with the RC 600. Hey. So, confession time for me, just to kick this off. A lot of you know. It seems a lot of you don't know as well. I don't have an RC 600 yet. I'm still using the RC 300. I haven't gone through the headaches of setting things up and having some of the issues that some of you have. A couple of reasons. The main one being there's only 4 in, as far as I know, in New Zealand. Stock has not arrived in New Zealand yet of the RC 600, so I can't go and collect one at this point. But who knows? Who knows when they'll appear? It's been very interesting to watch, I must say. Very interesting to watch different people's reactions and responses. Had a bunch of chats, and I'm going to say at this point too, I have linked, for those of you that are on the RC600, I have linked below this video, JP, if you don't follow John Paul Music UK, go and check him out. I have put a link to a live workshop / walkthrough that he is doing in terms of setting up your RC600. So for those of you that have had a bunch of headaches, or you've been frustrated, or it's just a lot of time reading the manual and asking questions and figuring out how to program and how to set up exactly what you want to do, highly recommend jumping on that, because the best thing about connecting with, there'll be a bunch of stuff that you already know, I'm sure, right? That's pretty standard. There'll be a bunch of things, there might be 1 or 2 things, that it might be a whole lot of things, but I always look at this stuff, I'm like, if there's 1 or 2 things that I pick up from it, that saves me a whole bunch of time, because I'm like, right, there's another little menu, or there's another setting here that I hadn't been aware of, then the whole thing's been worth it. One of those little gems, I'm like, perfect. So anyway, that's happening in 2 weeks' time. The link is below if you want to go and be part of that. That's the link. I will link. In fact, you can go and check out his channel. You can just search in the YouTube search. You will find him and see a bunch of useful info on the RC600 too. But mixed messages across the board. There's a stack of people that are loving it, having no issues, have got things set up how they want. There are some teething issues with the unit, and Boss has been putting out a bunch of updates and things there as well. So it's always a little bit of an interesting game, and I had a laugh to myself recently because I realised, for those of you that are on the, in fact, for those of you that are on the RC 300 still, that is now 11 years old. So when it came out, I didn't purchase one the first week. I wasn't onto it. I was using a stereo Jam Man at that point. When it came out, I would have had the same thing. It would have had a bunch of updates. There has been some comments that maybe this is more sloppy from Boss than expected. But then everyone's got different expectations, so that in itself is an interesting interesting thing. But the main thing with gear is you want to know it's reliable, it works, and hopefully, I mean, this is the part where it's like, hopefully it's not too much of a headache to get set up. But with any new setup, with any new gear, there is just a learning curve. And with so many things in the pedal, it's a little bit like a bunch of the videos and chat we've had on the Voice Live 3. There is a lot. You're learning a new system, a new setup, a new menu, all that sort of stuff. So learn a bit, give yourself a break, and go back to it. It can be frustrating, and I have laughed. I have to say, there's been a few comments where people have just gotten to that frustration point and posted questions in forums and different bits and pieces, being like, no, I'm over it. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, and this, that. And then there's been a post a day later being like, oh, don't worry, I found I found what I want to do. It's in a different menu, or it's I solved it. Well, thanks to people in the groups, so for sharing out in communities, which is cool. So literally just a bit of a catch up. Feel free to say hi if you're around. A bit of a catch up from my side of things. I have been back doing a bunch of shows this last week, which was very cool. I have a show coming up in Auckland with the talented Shimna Higgins on the fiddle, which you will have seen from some of the videos on the channel. I have not my list of ideas and videos for the channel has been growing, but I've not executed on any of those in terms of the channel content, the videos I've been wanting to share. So it has been rather light on content recently. Just has been. But I'm very much looking forward to a bunch of shows, and I've been having some fun doing the streaming thing on Twitch, which has been cool. So really enjoying that in the community there as well. So anyway, if you're on and you've got questions, I realize this is a little bit late notice, but feel free to put anything in the chat. And if there's questions, fantastic. We will chat. We will connect. If there's not, I'm gonna sign off for tonight's session. So up to you, basically. If there's things you want to say hi and jump in on, then let me know. And if not, no worries at all. We will make it short and sweet. And I will go back to just before this video was working through a little collab, which will become a video on Mia's channel. We did a little collab earlier in the year, and been enjoying learning, creating for one of her tunes as well. So looks like there's not going to be questions. So this was a very late notice, sneaky me jumping back in just to say hi. I still exist. I haven't been making a stack of videos, if you've noticed, but I will be on a Tuesday night. If you do want to jump on and pick my brains about whether it's looping, performing, gigs, audio, getting a nice sound, any of that sort of stuff. But thanks for tuning in if you've been watching. And we nearly disappeared. You can live stream in YouTube and Twitch. What are the differences? Why choose one or the other? I've chosen Twitch for two reasons for me personally. I think Twitch has a really good way of building community and connections with other artists and musicians, and also people. There's a lot of engagement and connection there for a live stream, and it's set up very well, as I think as well for designed a little bit more to balance supporting performers and artists, the way it's all structured, versus YouTube, where I feel like YouTube has a much stronger search presence, which would make sense. But also for myself, there's just a bunch of different content. What I put on YouTube, I like going and creating and recording myself in maybe a nice setting, an interesting place. For Twitch, it's literally, you're gonna see pretty much this view, me at home with gear and things, plugging in and just playing some tunes and having some fun. So slightly different content and flavor to each, and it made sense to me to keep those two just somewhat separate. So yeah, but look, equally, I don't think there's any right or wrong reason. If you wanted to live stream on YouTube, go for it. I do think you're going to have a better result on Twitch. Just the way it's set up is, there's a lot of people there wanting to listen to live music. Everything is live. Like you can't click on a pre-recorded video. Pretty much, you can, but I'm gonna essentially say you can't. It's they're kind of tucked away on Twitch, so literally the first thing you see is who's online that you follow, and so I feel like it has a overall I just feel it's better set up for that. Paul, hey mate, how's it going? Yay, welcome along to being online live. It's a pretty cruisy session. This is I wasn't around last week, and my my man, I honestly, it's probably a month since my last video upload on YouTube. Which was definitely not my intention, but that's how it's panned out. What's happening in over in Perth, my friend? Escape me from my life hell, please. I probably don't have the capacity to do that on this live stream, I'm sorry to say. Yes. This is one of the most challenging questions I think I've been asked. Yeah, so look, I was just saying, we were just chatting the difference between live streaming and YouTube and Twitch, and I do think Twitch is better for building a community, that they're purely going there for performing. It's not, I'm not, although I will talk shit on Twitch and just chat and have a laugh and hang out, I'm literally going on to live stream. So anytime you see me live on Twitch, I'm literally going to be playing some songs, whether it's an acoustic setup, whether it's a looping setup, it's live performing. And obviously on YouTube, the channel's got a bunch of stuff. It's got videos of me performing live. We've done some live streams and that sort of thing, but it is much more, what would I say, maybe a more tailored platform that you can find out. Hey Byron, aloha, Hawaii, hey man, cheers for dropping in. Yeah, I'm not sure if that explains things particularly well, to be honest. I like the idea of Twitch just being a live streamed, that's it, that's what you're going to get. And the platform is set up for that and to introduce you to new people a little bit more than I feel YouTube is. And then YouTube has the strength of search popularity. If there's a particular video or live stream that's, that's people are raving about enjoying, then it will nudge you in that direction. So just a little bit different in the way they work. But how's everyone doing? I hope you're all playing music and things are going well. Okay, it's about music. Close enough. That's it. What is your Twitch channel? Literally David Shanhun. Just, it is my name. Yeah. So, in fact, if I was, well, we can, let's just share it, because it makes life easier. Dun, 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 dun. For those that are wondering, that is the Twitch channel. So, if you've just jumped on, welcome along. It's nice to be back doing a little Ask Me Anything session. This is genuinely just a bit of a catch-up and a kind of high from me. I've been a little bit absent in terms of video content, as you're probably aware. Yo, Luke, Brighton in England. Good morning, sir. I'm curious to know if you use a looper in your writing process. Going back previously, I really haven't. I will often write when I'm away, when I'm traveling, where I'm just sitting somewhere with a guitar where I don't have anything particularly set up. I have used loopers through my phone to set up a little groove or something like that. And then actually one of the last things I was writing, however, has been was using a loop. I had a cool little really slow groove, put some chords under it. Again, that's on repeat, just playing away with a nice groove and a nice feel for me to sing a bunch of lyrics and make up and experiment things with. So it's something that's crossed my mind to actually do more. I really like the idea of writing starting with a groove, and I've done that a couple of times, so that's literally the first idea, is like a groove or a feel and building songs and ideas from there. But in general, most of the time, no. Hey everybody, Carl, Chris, welcome along. Any chance of a show of how you do the every little thing she does is magic you teased us with on the video? Sure. I mean, I can literally walk you through the basics of it now. And you're online, so I mean, we can do that. Chris, do you have any plans on checking out the new Boss RC 505 Mark II or RC 600? I just bought the 505, but yet to unbox it. I'll check out the Twitch. Go, awesome. Yeah, look, I expect I will end up on the RC 600. They're not in New Zealand yet. So, well, I say that there's 4, so I do know I can account for one of those 4 of where it's gone. But yeah, at the moment, I don't. Do you know what? I'm really happy with the RC 300. The thing I'm most excited personally for myself about the RC 600, more than anything else, is the fact that I will be able to record the individual loops and individual guitar, vocal, whatever's going into those loops, all separately, for a really nice mix. So if I want to do a what was I going to say? If I want to do a recording or a live show, I can run those out into all individual channels and record them individually, and then later it means I've got greater control if I wanted to do a live album of looped stuff, just to make sure that there's a really nice mix. You can add that tiny bit extra, what's the word, like sheen, shall we say, on the performance. Not going to change what you played or how you played it, but just balancing any levels that were strange on the night is very cool. In saying that, 99% of the time I'm going to have, I already know with that pedal I'll have a simple setup that literally in most cases is guitar out, vocals out on their own, just staying on their own channel, keeping it super simple. But I will have a few those same setups copied to all come out individually, specifically for recording. So anyway, just followed you on Twitch. Cheers, man. Well, I look forward to seeing you there sometime, Byron. Hoping your video posting absence is due to you doing more live stuff lately. Yeah, have been. It's also Carl. I'm gonna get the guitar and we'll go through every little thing in a minute. Yeah, I have been doing a bunch of live shows again, which is really, really good. I feel very grateful to. I love Twitch and that's fun, but I think I'm more excited about Twitch having been back doing shows in front of physical humans as well. We have a really cool community and on there, and it's a lot of fun. But again, it's a different flavor, and I play differently. I do different things on Twitch. I'm much more relaxed, setting up loops, having a chat as I set things up while there's just one thing going, and than I am in most cases in a live show with people at a venue or an event. But it's good. It's good. Mix and change. Carl, all right, should we do it? How I play this, let's just put some headphones on. We'll grab a guitar that's in standard tuning. I'm not in the original video. I use a capo. I suspect the easiest way for me to do this is to just slow it down, but we've essentially got these bass notes. I'm framing it around a D chord, taking my second finger off, so it's like a D with no third, no F sharp, and then I'm playing the bass notes. So I play the bass note, and then this is my picking pattern. A, B, and that's a finger change, right? So is it that bit? So G in the bass, A in the bass, and if I was strumming chords, I would, which I tend to do for the second verse, to build up the track, I will basically bar that B minor 7 essentially, and then there I do a pull off and a run down. So you can vary that up. hopefully that makes sense. It's a little change of fingers from here. Let me know if that helps. Ouch. That's it. This is always the fun of guitar playing, isn't it? Is anytime there's something new or a stretch, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Play that for a bit, and then there's a point. This is the good point. I really like this, by the way. The point where there's either your hands get tired, something happens, because that's usually when that's the point that we start kind of making progress, if you like, is on a bunch of those things. So I'll play it slowly. Wow. Let's play it slower than that. Hopefully that helps you. Right, there's an infinite amount of things on my list, to be honest. I think of more things than I can genuinely get through in a day in terms of what I would like to create and do and practice, but yeah, as promised, I'm trying to think who it was, and I cannot remember why we were doing it, but there's someone wanted me to put up a version of This Love Maroon 5 song, so I'll do that. I feel like I've had a few comments on this, so I feel like maybe we do a full version, the full song, on the channel as well at some point. Carl got it. Yes, success. It was all worthwhile. I love it. Thanks everyone for jumping on. It's nice to be back and nice to say hi. I appreciate you all. I hope you're having fun looping, playing, doing all that sort of stuff. For those that are joining me on Twitch for whenever the next session might be, this week will be a little bit interesting because I'm disrupting all the schedule to do a few little live shows. But appreciate you all. Have an amazing evening, morning, afternoon, night, wherever it is and whatever's happening. And happy music playing. We'll see you on the channel or in one of these little sessions. And happy practicing, Carl. Alright, see you later, team.